beading class. So in today's class we're doing another bracelet, and I'm going to be using 3 size 15 seed beads in different colors. Okay, so you can make your string 60 inches long with 1 beading needle. I started with a bead stopper here, and then I strung on a few beads that will go around my wrist. Okay, so do that, a few beads that will go around your wrist, and then when you are done with that, we go on to the next step. So in the next step, I'm going to pick on 1 seed bead. Okay, when I have it looking like this, I'll pick on 1 seed bead, and then I'll skip this bead, first bead here, and go through the next. So it should be like this, right? So you should have it looking like this. So this bead will be seated on top of this one. Okay, pick on again another bead, just 1 seed bead. I've come out of this bead. If you can see, I've come out of this bead. I'm going to skip this one and go through the next. So you have it looking like this. Okay, and then I'll draw my thread. We are going to have this. We're going to have it looking like that. Okay, I'm going to carry on and do a few more steps with that for you to see it before I go off camera and work on my own on one side, and then I'll come back to show you what I have done. Okay, so I've picked on my next bead. I've just come out of this bead here. I'm going to skip this one and go through the next like that, right? And I'll draw my thread. So you have it looking like this. I'm going to carry on off camera and then I'll bring it back. So my next step from here is to pick on 1 seed bead, skip this bead, and go through the next like that till I get to the end. Okay, so this is what you have. This is what you have. So I'm going to have to turn my work this way. Okay, now what I'm left to do now is to fill in the gaps on this side. So I'm going to go in with these beads, right? You can actually use the same beads throughout, but just so that you see exactly what I'm doing, I've decided to alternate my beads. So I'm just going to fill in the gaps going the opposite way, right? So the gaps where I've left is what I'm going to fill in now. So I'll just pick up 1 bead and then put it in the bead going forward like that. Right. Pick in a bead and put it in the bead going forward. So you should have it looking like that. Okay, so pick your bead and then it's going to go into here like that, filling in the gap. I'm going to carry on all the way to the other end, and then we come back to the next step. Okay, so this is what we have after building the 3rd row. My thread is coming out of this bead. Now I'm going to turn my bead this way, okay, and start beading away from me. Okay, you can see that when you turn your beads, you can see that these beads are jutting up out like that. So we are now going to be filling these holes up, but we are not filling it up with just 1 bead, we are filling it up with 3 beads. Okay, so my thread coming out of this hole now is going to go into this hole, and then I'll pull it out Then I'm going to string on 3 beads. Okay, as I fill up the hole, I'm going to string on 3 beads. Right, 3 beads. So I'm going to skip. I've come out of this hole. I'm going to skip this one and go through the third one. So actually, when you look at the row, you see the beads sticking out. Those are the ones you're going to go through. Okay, so I'm going to draw my string and show you what I've got here. Okay, so this is what you have. I've just done one. Let's do the second one and we'll be able to see the effect properly. So I've come out of this bead here. We need to fill this hole. So I've come out of this bead. I'm going to string on 3 beads, skip this one, the next one here, going with it, and then go through the third one. Okay, so let's get some beads onto the middle. Now it's about getting the right size of bead we want. So I have 3 beads. And I've come out of here. Okay, I'm going to skip this one and go through this one here. Right, so I'm going to carry on till the end of the project on that side. Okay, so this is what I have after filling in on this end. Now you're going to have to come here and then fill in the same way. So my thread has just come out of this bead here. I'm going to have to come over to this end, pick on 3 seed beads and go through this bead here. Okay. So we are filling in the gaps with 3 beads. Right? Just the same step for this end is what we are repeating here. I'm going to carry on off camera, pick on 3 beads, fill in the gaps. So I'll string on 3 beads, go through here, come out, then pick on 3 beads, go through here, come out, pick on 3 beads, go through here, so you get to the other end. Okay, now so this is what we have. My thread is coming out of here. I'm going to have to climb up these 3 beads on the side. So I'm going to go in like that. Okay, I've climbed up 2. I couldn't do all the 3 in one go, so I'm going to do my third one now. Okay, and then when I've done that, I'm going to string on 3 beads. I'm going to string on 3 more beads and then go into this bead seated on top. So it's just like trying to bridge that gap again with more beads on the next level. Okay, so I have my 3 beads now. I'm going to go in to there like that to build on the next layer. So I've come up on the top now, and I'm going to keep connecting all the beads seated on top with extra 3 beads. So it's just like filling up the gap on top here. Okay, so I'm going to pick on more beads, three extra beads like I have, and then I'm going to be putting it through my top bead here like that. So you should have this. Yeah, I'll do a third step, and then I'll go offline and finish it on my own and then bring it back for you to see. So my next 3 is going to go on the top bead up here. Right, so that is it. I'm going to go all the way one way and then bring it the other way as well to fill up the gap. Okay, so this is the final outcome. I'm going to have to finish the ends with some pearl beads and some hardware. So my thread has come out of here. I'm going to pick on 2 pearl beads, and these pearl beads are 6mm pearl beads. Okay, so just trying to finish it off at the ends before we add our hardware. Okay, so I've done that, 2 pearl beads and a small seed bead. I'm going to pick on my hardware now, which is my gem ring, and then go back into the small seed bead, my pearl bead, just to finish it off. Basically, if you really want to know how to finish off your jewelry, you can visit a few of our videos, but this is it. I'm going to go through my beads a couple of times before I finally end it over there. Okay, I'll carry on and finish the other end as well, and then bring it back for you to see what I did. Okay, so we've come to the end of today's class. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give our video a thumbs up. Don't forget to also leave a comment in the comment section below, and then hit on the notification bell to be notified when a new video is uploaded. Until we meet again in our next class, have a lovely day.